The Vietnam War was one of the most intense and controversial conflicts of the 20th century. Fought between 1955 and 1975, it pitted North Vietnam and its communist allies against South Vietnam and its main supporter, the United States. At first glance, the United States seemed unbeatable. It had advanced aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and overwhelming firepower. But Vietnam's dense jungles, difficult terrain, and determined fighters turned the war into a nightmare. The strategy of North Vietnam and the Viet Cong was simple but effective: avoid large conventional battles whenever possible, and wear down the enemy through guerrilla warfare. Fighters used ambushes, booby traps, hidden tunnels, and surprise attacks. They knew the terrain better than their opponents and often disappeared into the jungle after striking. One of their greatest advantages was the Ho Chi Minh Trail. This vast network of roads and paths ran through neighboring countries, allowing North Vietnam to move troops, weapons, and supplies despite heavy American bombing. Destroying the trail proved nearly impossible. The United States relied on a strategy known as search and destroy. American forces used helicopters to rapidly deploy troops into suspected enemy areas, engage enemy forces, and then withdraw. The goal was to inflict heavy casualties and weaken the enemy's ability to fight. Helicopters became the symbol of the war. The Bell UH-1 Huey transported troops, evacuated wounded soldiers, and provided fire support. Its distinctive sound became one of the most recognizable sounds of the conflict. American air power was overwhelming. Aircraft such as the F-4 Phantom II carried out bombing missions against enemy positions, supply routes, and infrastructure. Massive bombing campaigns attempted to break North Vietnam's ability to continue the war. The weapons used in Vietnam reflected the different styles of warfare. American soldiers commonly carried the M16 rifle, a lightweight automatic weapon designed for jungle combat. Machine guns like the M60 provided heavy firepower during engagements. On the communist side, fighters often used the AK-47, famous for its durability and reliability in harsh conditions. Even in mud, rain, and jungle environments, the weapon continued to function effectively. The Viet Cong also relied heavily on booby traps. Punji stake pits, tripwire grenades, and concealed explosives inflicted casualties while creating constant psychological pressure on enemy troops. In 1968, the Tet Offensive shocked the world. Communist forces launched coordinated attacks across South Vietnam. Although the offensive resulted in heavy losses for the attackers, it demonstrated that the war was far from over and weakened public support for the conflict in the United States. As the years passed, the war became increasingly costly. Despite superior firepower, the United States struggled, and in 1975, North Vietnamese forces captured Saigon, ending the conflict.